Good morning, third grade. Happy Tuesday. It should be. Let's see. We're doing lesson 141, and that is on page 161. So page 161. 161. Get your workbooks out. Today you should be doing this on April the 28th. Okay. So we have our remember star. So it's all review, but it's good review. Good review is good because that way you can learn it and learn it and learn it, right? So we're going to review on the remember star, so follow along as we go. A verb is a word that usually shows action. So we know that a verb shows action, right? Non-action verbs are am, is, are, was, and were. Remember those? Am, is, are, was, were? Those are the non-action ones, right? Now a noun, though, is a word that names a person, place, or thing. We know that since the beginning of the year. Some nouns are also subjects in the sentences, right? And so an adjective is a word that describes a noun. Now, adjectives often answer the questions what kind, how many, which one, and whose. Those are the four questions it asks. So adjectives does what? What kind, how many, which one, and whose. Those are the four questions that adjectives ask. Now, an adverb is a word that describes a verb, okay? So adverbs often answer the questions how, what, not what, how, when, and how often. So the adverbs answer the three questions. What are they? How, what, how often. So say that with me. How, what, how often. Very good. Those are three questions that the adverbs ask. And that was the newest thing we learned, okay? Okay, so let's go to Think A really quickly, and then we'll go ahead and start our paper. So, Think A, I know it seems like a lot of directions, but it kind of is. So, okay, ready? Draw a line dividing the subject and predicate parts of each sentence. So we're going to draw our line, or we're going to mark our sentence. We're going to divide it. Next, number 2, underline each verb twice. Underline each subject once. We always do that. Draw a box around each noun and including the subject. Okay, so we're going to draw our box around every single noun. And then we're also sometimes even going to draw a line around our subject even, because our subject is most likely going to be a noun, right? So we'll probably underline it, but we'll also probably box it because it could probably be a person, place, or thing. And then we're going to circle each adjective and draw a small arrow from the adjective to the noun it describes. So the adjective, it says we're going to circle the adjectives, okay? We're circling the adjectives, and then we're drawing the arrow, like, to whatever noun it basically describes. Now, number 5 says circle each adverb. So we're also going to circle our adverbs, and then we're going to draw a small arrow from the adverb to the verb it describes. So let's review. We're dividing the subject and the predicate with a line. We're underlining our verb twice. We're underlining our subject once. We're drawing a box around each noun, including the subject, and then we're circling the adjectives, drawing the arrow to the noun, circling the adverbs, drawing the arrow to the verb, right? Because adjectives describe nouns and adverbs describe verbs. So we're going to do about 3 sentences together so you kind of know what to do. And then 4 and 5 you'll do on your own. Think B and Write C you'll do on your own because that is really super simple, okay? So let's go ahead and read sentence number 1. It says, the full moon shone brightly on the quiet lake, okay? So the full moon shone brightly on the quiet lake. Now, we have here the full moon shone brightly on the quiet lake. So let's see here. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to do a different colored, okay? I'm going to divide it. Where are we going to divide our subject and the predicate? The full moon shone brightly on the quiet lake. What do you guys think? That's right, between moon and shone. Very good. Now, what is our subject? Good, moon. Underline that one time. What is our verb? That's right, shone. Good job. And that's underlining 2 times. Okay, now let's go ahead and circle our adjectives. What's our first adjective? That's right, it's the. Good job. What's our next adjective? Good, full. All right. What's our next adjective? That's right, the on this side. Our next adjective? Good, quiet. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and do our adverbs. Okay? So what's our adverb? Did you find it? Good, brightly. Very good. Whoops. There we go. I circled brightly. Okay? So that one's our adverb. Remember, adverbs normally end in ly anyway, and they describe the verb. So what does brightly describe? That's right, it describes the verb shown. So we'll draw the arrow from brightly to shown. Okay? Next, what did you, I know we did forget the nouns, so technically we should probably do that. Let's go ahead and box our nouns. So what's our first noun you see? Good, moon. And remember, subjects can be a noun, that's fine. So let's go ahead and box that one up. Okay, box that noun up. There's another noun. Did you find it? That's right, it's lake. Good. So we're gonna box up lake. Good job. And then now we're going to do the arrows for the adjectives. So what are my adjectives again? Good, the, and full. And those two describe what? Good, they describe moon. So we'll go ahead and draw our arrows, both of them, to moon. See? So the, draw your arrow to moon. It describes, and full describes moon. Those are adjectives describing the noun. There are some more adjectives. The and quiet. So what do those two describe? That's right, they describe the noun lake. So we'll go ahead and put an arrow to lake. Draw your arrows from quiet to lake, because it's describing the noun. They're both describing the noun lake. What kind of a lake? A quiet lake. The lake. Very good. So let's go ahead to number 2. Number 2 says, some children excitedly watched sorry, my thing erased, so I'm going to the book. The comet through a large telescope. Okay, so let me go ahead and write comet here again. Okay, so let's go ahead and where are we going to mark our dividing line? Very good. Between children and excitedly. Okay, now let's go ahead and mark our subject. Good, children. Underline that 1 time. How about our verb? Good, watched. Underline that 2 times. Now let's go ahead and do our let's do our, do you want to do adjectives? Let's circle our adjectives. What's the first one you see? Good, some. What is the next adjective you see? Large, very good. Okay, now let's go ahead and box our nouns. Let's box our nouns, ready? Oh, there's one more adjective, sorry about that. The, don't forget, the is an adjective, okay? Let's box our nouns. So children is definitely a noun, we know that, so we'll box that up. What else? Comet, very good. We'll box up comet. And telescope, very good. We're boxing up telescope. Those are all nouns. Okay. Everyone see that? Okay, now let's go ahead and circle our adjectives. Oh, we already did, but we missed A too, right? Because A describes, okay, and now let's do the arrows. Let's see here. Oh, we forgot an adverb. We need to box up the adverb. Do you guys see it? The ly, very good. Okay, now that I think, marked about everything, now we can do our arrows, right? So, what is some describing? Very good, children. So let's do our arrow to children. Next, what is excitedly describing? Or, I'm sorry, watch describing. That's right, they watched how? They watched excitedly. What is the describing? The comet, very good. What is A in large describing? That's right, a telescope. I'm gonna do it like this so that way you guys can see. Okay, and that's how you mark your sentence. Now, number 3 is super easy. It says that star is a dwarf star. So let's go ahead and divide our subject and predicate. So let's see where we can divide it. Between star and is, very good. Let's do our subject. Star, good, underline that one time. How about a verb? Is, very good, underline that 2 times. Now we can circle, or let's box our nouns. Good, star is one. What else? Star is another one over here too, very good. Now let's go ahead and circle our adjectives. Okay, good, that. Another adjective, good, a. And another adjective, good, dwarf. Now, let's go ahead and draw our arrows. What does star describe? That's right, what kind of a star? That star. So draw the arrow, that to star. And then what does A in dwarf describe? That's right, what kind of a star? A dwarf star. So we'll draw our arrows to the star. Is the verb. A and then dwarf. Those are the adjectives that are describing the star. Okay, number 4 and 5 you guys will do on your own, but hopefully you're understanding what you have to do. Okay, so all we're doing is just dividing the subject and the predicate, finding our subject and our verb, circling our adjectives, circling our adverbs, drawing the arrows to where it basically describes. Okay, adjectives describe verbs, and adverbs, which are ending in ly, describe adverbs describe the verbs, right? And adjectives describe the nouns. Sorry, that's where I was trying to get. I had a little brain freeze. Okay, this is Yoka's notes, but sometimes she just forgets. Okay, so think B, write C, and then 4 and 5 you'll do it by yourself. Super simple. And then tomorrow we'll have another lesson. Okay. All right. Miss you guys. See you guys soon.